Welcome to the Systems Alliance. My name is Jexy, and in this video, finally, if you go to Regal because you don't have an AMC near you and you don't have a Cinemark near you and you want a movie subscription plan, but you don't want to get MoviePass because I guess right now you even can't get MoviePass, and obviously you don't have Cinemia because they went bankrupt, finally, Regal Cinemas is launching their very own movie subscription plan. So by the end of July, they definitely say that's when Regal is going to release this. Now, Regal is currently owned by Cineworld, which is the second largest chain worldwide to AMC. And of course, that means Regal is the second largest chain in the United States, once again to AMC. Difference is, Cineworld has had movie subscription plans overseas for the better part of a decade. So they've been long experiencing, or rather figuring out, exactly what you need to turn a profit with a movie subscription plan. So you would think with that experience they might have had one sooner for Regal, but from what I was hearing, the acquisition, while they did do it, left them with a crazy amount of debt, and they've just been focusing on making sure their business is run properly before introducing something new. So it sounds like they are finally at that point. And things aren't finalized yet. So the pricing we're hearing is anywhere between $18, $21, maybe $24. Now, what does that all entail? Because as we know, AMC had to adjust their plan because $20 wasn't quite enough in places like New York and California. And so they started to tier it based upon where you lived. However, it's still pretty much the best deal out there. But it looks like Regal is coming to play with their new deal. That being said, the different price points don't look like they may necessarily be where you live, but more of tiers. So the top tier looks like it'll get you access to any Regal in the United States. But if you're not paying for top access, that means you might get a Regal that's out of network. Now, what does that mean? Is the Regal near you out of network? I have no idea. I'm not sure why they would do that. Maybe it's just through acquisitions. They didn't get a new acquisition in the network yet. Maybe older ones don't count. I'm not really quite sure how that works, but you would have to pay a fee if your Regal is out of the Regal network. So be sure to keep track of that once this comes out, if Regal is your place to go to. And just to be clear, how many are out? Well, it looks like maybe about half of them are out of the main Regal network. So once again, just make sure that when you buy the plan, you know if your theater is in the Regal network first. I'm sure it's going to be up on their website. You can check that, but be very careful with that, because it would suck if the Regal near you is not a network and you're having to pay fees every time, thus making it, who had to pay fees on everything? Yeah, Cinemia, and no one liked them. So with the different pricing tier of AMC, maybe if you have a Regal in-network and you're in, say, California or New York or someplace that's very expensive like that, and you have the top tier plan, which might be $24, so similar to an AMC anyway, this might work out pretty well for you. But if you're not, and you only go with the lower tier plan, which gets you into $50, Deadline is actually saying that the fee could be $2 or $3 per movie. So once you factor that in, depending on how many movies you see, it could still be a good deal, or maybe not so much. Now, there's also buzz that maybe the only way to get the top tier is not to pay monthly, as many of these prices that I'm throwing out are, but maybe you can only pay yearly. That's what they're saying they might do, so they can get their money up front before people cancel. If even with a cancellation fee, maybe they don't get all the money that they want, which would mean the pricing is $288 a year, or maybe $252, or down to $216 for the lower tier. So you also have to consider, okay, do I have $250, $280 laying around right now that I can just give to Regal and basically guarantee that I really got to go see movies this year? That's probably going to be a larger gamble. Obviously, something that Regal has figured out that, hey, they're going to get more money doing that. So also keep an eye on that as well, because they're not going the AMC route with the whole location. They're just going by how many theaters work for you. So kind of different than any other plan that we've ever had before. It'll be interesting to see how this works. Now, one thing we don't know, that at least I can't find yet, is how many movies does this mean you could see? Is it going to be an unlimited plan? Is it going to be like AMC, 3 movies a week, which is a lot? Is it going to be like MoviePass, where it was 3 movies a month? I don't know, or is it going to be like Cinema where it had a bunch of different ones? I'm still not sure yet. You would think it would at least have to match up to AMC and do the 3 movies a week. The other thing we don't know is what kind of movies can we see? And by what kind, I don't mean genre. I mean, is it just 2D? Or is 3D included? Is IMAX included? Is Dolby included? Are any of those special ones included like they are at AMC? Because at AMC, they make it very simple for you. If they have an AMC and there's a movie playing, you can go see it. And that's that. There isn't anything else. And it would be nice if Regal didn't take the MoviePass or Cinema route and try to make things all complicated. If they just made it simple like AMC, you can either see everything or you can't. But what if it's only good for 2D, but then you have to pay extra fee to get up to 3D or IMAX? That's stuff that consumers don't want. So I would think if they're taking this much time to put the plan out, maybe they'll actually know what they're doing, hopefully. From what we do know, Regal is targeting moviegoers who see movies more than 2 times a month. But what does that mean? We still don't know how that fits in with 3 times a week, 3 times a month, 10 times a month. We just know it's more than 2. So I guess we have that knowledge. And like Cinemark and AMC, Regal will have a discount on concessions. Now, the planned discount for now seems to be 10% immediate cash back, so basically immediately off the price of the concession. So whereas AMC will give you points and you can use it on your next visit, although they seem to pile up so quickly that you can always, almost every other time, just get almost like a free popcorn or something. And obviously AMC discounts might be a little better. They're doing it 10% immediately. So, that's pretty good. Of course, they're overpriced anyway, but hey, I'll take 10% off. That being said, if they aren't doing points, like AMC has you automatically join the Stubs program when you join A-List, I don't think you'll get quite the same discounts because the movie ticket prices also go into your points, which could then go towards, free concessions. So I would definitely say that AMC still has the edge on that front, but once again, this is not finalized, so we'll just have to wait and see. So with what we do know for Regal's movie subscription plan, how does it stack up against the other ones that exist? And before I get into that, I do still have to address Alamo Drafthouse. Now, if you like going to see movies at an Alamo, I don't blame you because they're pretty awesome. However, they started a beta in 2018 and it's still not out yet. You still can't get it everywhere. But the owner says by the end of 2019, which we're in now, Alamo Drafthouse will also have their own movie subscription plan out for all their locations. And they're saying it will be $20 a month for unlimited movies. Now, once again, I don't know if that means just like Regal, it includes 3D, IMAX, Dolby, any of the other ones. We don't know for either of these because they're not out yet if they will include those movies. But I mean, AMC at $20 a month for 3 movies a week, there's hardly anyone who sees movies that much. You're basically working in the industry at that point. However, it still could be a really good deal. Now, they do say they might have tiered pricing just like AMC and charge you more in places like LA. But even still, 3 movies a week, that's a lot. So unlimited movies, I think they've done the calculations, let MoviePass make all the mistakes, Cinema make all the mistakes, and basically come out and said, yeah, we still think we can make money at 20 or however much it's going to be, $20+ a month for unlimited movies. What you're going to be able to see, who knows, but that's the update on Alamo. Now, heading over to, say, MoviePass. So where does MoviePass stand? We know Cinema isn't even around anymore, but MoviePass, they're still around. Well, here's an update for you regarding MoviePass. So when you go to their website, it says big changes are coming. For the past several months, MoviePass has been working hard to improve our groundbreaking subscription service to ensure that it meets the vision that we have for it, whatever that is. We are temporarily not accepting new subscribers as we work on these improvements. And then it says you enter your email below so you can get an update when they do. Now, currently, MoviePass has a plan that is unlimited for 2D, so unlimited movies a month. I mean, kind of like how it originally was supposed to be, except they can put a cap on your usage at any time. I mean, that's Cinema stuff right there. And also, if you need to see a bunch of movies, why worry about having a cap put on by MoviePass? So they clearly need to work things out. They clearly don't have anything going right now for them. At one point, they were at 3 million subscribers. MoviePass was at 3 million subscribers. They are now at 225,000. So that shows you not that the service is terrible inherently, but how unreliable MoviePass themselves are in terms of, can I use my MoviePass? Can I trust it? And the majority of people like myself who used to have MoviePass have said, no, you cannot trust it. I'm going with something else like AMC that I can trust. So as of right now, you can't really even talk about what MoviePass plans might be out there, because I remember doing a video, hey, coming in 2019, these are going to be all the plans. Well, those aren't even the plans anymore, and that's kind of the trouble with MoviePass. I mean, I can't even keep up with it in a video. Obviously, you can't keep up with a yearly plan when that changes 8 times during the year. So when they get something together, I'll do a video on it again. Now, the Cinemark Movie Club, it may have been the first one out, and at the time it was pretty cool considering there was no other plans. Now, they haven't updated the plan since then, and it's kind of the weakest plan. It's basically $9 a month, and you get to see one movie. Now, if you're in a territory where movies cost more than that, during the weekend, great deal. If you're in a place where movies don't even cost that much, not a good deal. And especially when you're considering that's just a standard format. I mean, really? That's all you get? Now you get 20% off concessions, so that's cool. But if you weren't going to buy concessions anyway, maybe you've just been better off just buying a ticket yourself. And yeah, you could get someone else to come with you for the same price, but I don't know. To me, compared to these other ones, it's not so much of a deal anymore. It's a minor deal, and if it's all you have where you live, that's what you got to go with. But still, one 2D movie a month? That being said, they like to advertise that you get no fees when purchasing online, but I mean, you don't either with AMC A-List, so it's only matching that. And I don't think that Regal is going to have fees either. So I think there's room for them to improve on their current movie plan. AMC Stubs A-List, meanwhile, has now reached nearly 1 million subscribers, and over 50 million people are in the AMC Stubs program. So not the A-List, but just the Stubs program. So that's pretty huge. And the good thing about this one is so far it's the best one. I mean, where you live is going to depend on the price, whether it's $20 up to $24. Just depends on where you live, but still a good deal no matter what. That's 3 movies a week, plus discounts on concessions, plus no fees. You get to pick your seats. It's really easy. Hopefully Regal will be something similar to that, so there'll be some actual competition. But still, I think that's still the best plan out there that you can buy. Of course, it only works if there's an AMC near you. Otherwise, you might have to choose one of these others, but at least, finally, Regal, second largest chain. If you don't have an AMC near you, you probably have a Regal near you, vice versa. And if you don't have either, maybe you have a Cinemark. Hopefully you got that. Alamo's coming, they're working on it. And maybe you've still held on to that MoviePass that could still get you someplace. Maybe. But for right now, I still think AMC takes the cake, although Regal, from what I'm reading, could maybe challenge it maybe for a tie. But without their other plan and other discounts, I think AMC will still hold the edge, especially if you have to order the most expensive plan just in case the theater's not near you, and especially if the theaters that aren't in the top tier plan happen to be in places like California, New York, and other expensive places. So that's your update for Regal Cinemas and their movie subscription plan, the Alamo Drafthouse and theirs, as well as, of course, MoviePass where they stand, and everyone's current favorite, AMC. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section of this video. Which one would you go with? Would you stick with AMC? Do you like what Regal's offering? Do you still have MoviePass? Did you have Cinemia and now you're thinking of, which one should I get? Can you wait for Alamo Drafthouse to come out with theirs? They said sometime in 2019. Hopefully we'll see it. But let me know your thoughts all down in the comment section below. Which one you think is the best? Be sure to like, subscribe, share, hit me up on Twitter, and we'll catch you next time.